Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and healthy. So, let us begin with our EVS 2 session, that is history. And my dear students, today we are going to learn about the great legend Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And the lesson name is Campaign in the South. Let us move further. Plan of campaign. The coronation ceremony was over, but its joy was short lived. A short while after the coronation, on 17th June 1674, Ma Sahib passed away. My dear students, you can see on your display the image of Ma Sahib or Veer Mata Jijabai. While all his subjects looked upon Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj as their protector, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj himself depended upon the advice and help of Ma Sahib. Ma Sahib was the true guide and guru in Chhatrapati Shivaji's life. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was deeply grieved at the loss of his mother Ma Sahib. But Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had very little time for sorrow, because Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had to administer the kingdom which he had established. Now, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had decided to attack Karnataka. Dear students, you can see on your display the map of Karnataka. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was also no longer afraid of Adil Shah, because the kingdom of Bijapur was practically on its last legs. The real threat to Swaraj was from the north, for the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb was biding his time to destroy the Maratha kingdom. There was no knowing when he would attack and swallow the new kingdom. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj thought that this campaign would create a powerful base in the south from where he could resist the blows of the Mughals. With this in view, he planned his southern campaign. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj approached Qutub Shah of Golconda for help, and the Shah readily agreed to give whatever help was needed. There was yet another reason for the campaign. Chhatrapati Shivaji's stepbrother Vyankoji was looking after Shahaji Raje's Tanjavur Jagir in the south. Vyankoji would not give Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj his share of the ancestral Jagir. Neither did Vyankoji display any love for Swaraj. Vyankoji treated Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj with indifference. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj thought that a personal meeting would resolve the dispute, and Vyankoji could be persuaded to help in the work of Swaraj. Let us move further. Visit to Golconda. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj started on his southern campaign. My dear students, you can see the animated image of Abul Hasan Qutub Shah of Golconda had invited him to visit Golconda. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj therefore decided to visit Golconda first and then proceed with his conquest of the south. Golconda was the capital of Qutub Shah's kingdom. Qutub Shah made great preparations to receive Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. A special Shamiana was put up where the two would meet. My dear students, you can see on your display the image of Big Shamiana. As Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj entered the capital, people lined the streets to have his darshan. Stories of his exploits were the talk of the whole country. People had heard of the death of Afzal Khan at his hands, of the discomfiture of Shaista Khan, and of Chhatrapati Shivaji's miraculous escape from Agra. Because of this, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj received a royal welcome. People showered flower petals on him from the housetops. Acknowledging this wonderful reception, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj entered Qutub Shah's darbar. Qutub Shah came down halfway to receive Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Qutub Shah seated Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj alongside himself as an equal on a specially prepared throne. He left nothing undone as far as reception was concerned. Now, my dear students, we will learn some hard words of this lesson. First, we will move with the word coronation. Coronation. Number 2, conquest. Conquest. Number 3, Shamiana. Shamiana. Number 4, miraculous. Miraculous. Number 5, acknowledging. Acknowledging. Now we will grab some information based on Golconda Fort. Here is some questions based on Golconda Fort. So let us begin. So what is the first one? Where is Golconda Fort situated? Okay, my dear students, now we will see the answer of it. My dear students, here you go with the answer. In Hyderabad, capital of Andhra Pradesh, the Golconda Fort situated 400 years ago. Let us move with the next question. Who ruled Golconda? My dear students, here is the answer. Abul Hasan Qutub Shah. Dear students, here we have the next question. When was Golconda built? Here is the answer. The Golconda Fort was built in year 1518. My dear students, let us move with the next question. What is Golconda famous for? And here you go with the answer. It is famous for its diamonds derived from the conglomerate rocks of the nearby hills, including world famous Kohinoor diamond. My dear students, let us move further with the next question. On which Indian state is Golconda mine situated? Here you go with the answer. In present day Andhra Pradesh and Telangana state of India, the mine of Golconda is situated. My dear students, we have grabbed information about Golconda Fort and we have also studied about the Golconda Fort. Now you can see on your display the image of Golconda Fort. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. So, I hope my dear students, you enjoyed the EVS 2 session of History Campaign in the South, Part 1. Remaining part we will do in the next session, and I hope you have understood the plan of campaign of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, how he had reached to Golconda and meet Qutub Shah. And also he understood the behavior of his brother Vyankoji Raje. My dear students, I hope you understood this session and it is clear to you. Thank you.